Ariel and David, I love you. I want to share with you, this is a short but gorgeous piece from Midrash Tanchuma, Parshat Noach. What's amazing is we all know that, Avraham argued against the destruction of stone, but little known is what the Midrash says, that he argued with God against the destruction of the generation of the flood. Now, of course, that happened before his time, but he was still asking God, why did you have to do it? And he was amazing. What was his argument? He said, God, what was wrong? What was really wrong is they didn't know that they were doing anything wrong. They had a very good life. There was what I would call no tripwire to prevent their descent into moral depravity, right? And Avram was actually saying, I want you to change the world order. I want you to have a life full of hardships and disappointments, because that's how we grow, that's how we learn, that's how we get signals from God to reconsider our ways and to live a more exalted life. That's what Avram was arguing about. Amazing the sensitivity he had. Now you could ask, they did have a guy around named Noah. He told about the flood, but that question doesn't even have any strength unless you understand who Noah was. In another Midrash, I actually called Noah a combination of Bill Gates, Henry Ford, and the Wright brothers. Why? Because the Midrash says that Noah innovated agriculture and textile industry and garment industry, because he was just an amazing innovator. He came up with all kinds of tools, and anything done with the hands he created. And so he was a very important person, but yet nobody spoke to him. So you have to understand, he lifted the whole society out of poverty. It's like the Industrial Revolution in our day, right? He lifted the whole society out of poverty into a leisure class. And so things were going so well, they never had any reason to talk to him. What's the problem? Everything's going well. But they were doing terrible, immoral things in the eyes of God. But God wasn't running the world, so to speak, in a way where he was giving them disappointments. He wanted them to have sort of some innate moral sense, and they didn't have it. And so that is what Avram was arguing, and that's what he was granted. Amazing, very beautiful. And the bottom line is, if we have hardships in our life and we get a kick in the pants, we should say, thank you, Avram. I know where that's coming from. I know what I'm supposed to do with that. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have a chance to change my ways, to grow from it, to learn from it, and to be a better person. Have a great Shabbat. I love you both and love to get feedback from you.